Is Jude Bellingham the next Zidane for Real Madrid? Could he truly become the midfield legend that defines a new era at the Bernabéu? For decades, Real has been home to generational midfielders, players who don't just control matches, but who shape the very identity of the club. Zidane was one of them, a magician in white whose influence extended far beyond the pitch. Now, all eyes are on Bellingham. At just 20 years old, he is already carrying the weight of expectation, with fans and pundits asking the same question. Can he step into those legendary shoes and become an indispensable force in the heart of Madrid's midfield? This is the story of a young prodigy, a rising star whose journey is just beginning, but whose potential could etch his name alongside the immortals of Real Madrid. Jude Bellingham, born on June 29, 2003, in Stourbridge, England, is a central midfielder whose presence on the field belies his age. Standing at 1.86 meters, he combines athleticism with elegance, a rare balance of physical power and technical finesse. Today, he dons the white jersey of Real Madrid, orchestrating the game from midfield with a vision and maturity that few players achieve even in their late 20s. Bellingham's journey began at Birmingham City, where he broke records as the youngest first-team player in the club's history. From those early days, it was clear that he possessed a level of maturity and tactical intelligence far beyond his years. His ability to read the game, to anticipate movements and make decisive plays, marked him out as a prodigy. Leadership came naturally to him, even as a teenager, guiding his teammates and influencing the tempo of the game with authority. His move to Borussia Dortmund was the next chapter in his meteoric rise. In the Bundesliga, Bellingham honed his skills against some of Europe's toughest opponents, blending relentless energy with exquisite technique. He became a key figure for Dortmund, delivering goals, assists, and consistent performances that captured the attention of football fans across the continent. Every match offered evidence of his potential, his intelligence on the ball, his composure under pressure, and his uncanny ability to influence games at the highest level. From the streets of Stourbridge to the bright lights of the Bundesliga, Bellingham's early career is a story of precocious talent, determination, and an unyielding drive to succeed. Every statistic, every standout moment, paints a portrait of a player destined for greatness. And now, as he steps onto the pitches of La Liga, the question looms larger than ever. Is this the birth of Real Madrid's next midfield legend? Jude Bellingham is not just a midfielder, he is a force that shapes the flow of the game. His tactical skills are exceptional. His passing range stretches from defense to attack with precision, and his vision allows him to unlock spaces where others see only walls. Under pressure, his ball progression and dribbling remain fluid, almost instinctive, as if he can bend the tempo of the match to his will. And his work rate? Relentless. He contributes as much defensively as he does in attack, covering every blade of grass with unyielding energy. Bellingham's football intelligence is perhaps his most impressive trait. His positioning is impeccable, always finding the right space to receive, distribute, or intercept. His decision-making is clinical, rarely rushed, and he has the rare ability to control the rhythm of the game, dictating pace with authority. Opponents often underestimate his influence, only to find themselves trapped in a midfield dominated by his insight and foresight. Physically and mentally, Bellingham is built for greatness. His stamina and strength allow him to battle across 90 minutes with consistency, while his leadership shines both on and off the pitch. Big matches do not intimidate him, they awaken him. He thrives under pressure, stepping up when his team needs him the most. Many have drawn comparisons between Bellingham and Zinedine Zidane, and the parallels are striking. Like Zidane, Bellingham combines flair and creativity with unshakable composure under pressure. His influence in the midfield can turn the tide of a game, and just like the French legend, he has the potential to leave an indelible mark on the club that he serves. Even at a young age, Bellingham's trophy cabinet and career highlights speak volumes. At Borussia Dortmund, he became a central figure, delivering key performances in both the Bundesliga and the Champions League. Every goal, assist, and match-winning contribution announced his arrival on the European stage. Internationally, he has earned England caps, proving that he can perform at the highest level against the toughest opposition. Whether in qualifiers or major tournaments, Bellingham demonstrates maturity and influence far beyond his years. Perhaps most telling are the breakthrough moments that define his career. Last season, before the arrival of Mbappé, he played a pivotal role in rescuing Real Madrid in critical matches, showing he could step into the spotlight when it mattered most. Whether dominating in La Liga or making decisive contributions in Europe, Bellingham has repeatedly proven that he is more than a promising talent. He is a game changer, a rising star whose legacy at Real Madrid is only beginning to take shape. Jude Bellingham's rise reached a pivotal moment when Real Madrid came calling. After shining at Borussia Dortmund, it was clear that the young Englishman was ready for the grandest stage of all. The transfer was one of the most talked about moves in recent football history, with a hefty fee and sky-high expectations fueling the hype. Fans across Europe watched closely as Bellingham prepared to step into the legendary white jersey, knowing that he would be expected to fill enormous shoes. From the very first training sessions, Bellingham impressed. His professionalism, calm demeanor, and maturity caught the attention of teammates and coaching staff alike. Under the guidance of Xabi Alonso, he began to integrate seamlessly into a squad full of stars. The fans quickly took notice as well, witnessing glimpses of the midfield maestro that many had predicted he could become. First impressions were more than promising, they were a statement. Real Madrid had acquired not just a player, but a potential generational talent. Today, Jude Bellingham occupies a central role in Xabi Alonso's system, orchestrating play with authority and intelligence. As a box-to-box midfielder, he balances attack and defense, transitioning seamlessly between breaking up opposition moves and driving his team forward. His strengths shine brightest under pressure: precise passing, controlled dribbles, and an uncanny ability to read the game. Bellingham's contributions in recent matches have been pivotal. Whether launching a counterattack, shielding the defense, or delivering a perfectly timed assist, he has repeatedly demonstrated that he is no ordinary midfielder. Tactically, he is indispensable, providing balance to the squad and linking the play between defense and attack with fluidity and intelligence. Equally important is how he complements Real Madrid's attacking stars. With Mbappé's explosive runs and Vinicius' unpredictability on the wings, Bellingham provides the stability and vision needed to maximize their strengths. His presence allows creative freedom, knowing that the midfield is anchored by a player capable of both controlling and accelerating the tempo of the game. In short, he has become the heartbeat of the team, the player around whom Real Madrid's ambitions begin to take shape. Looking ahead, the question remains: can Jude Bellingham truly become the next Zidane for Real Madrid? The potential is undeniable. His talent, vision, and composure suggest a player capable of shaping the club's identity for years to come. There is every reason to believe he could ascend to the ranks of Real Madrid legends, leaving a legacy defined not only by skill, but by influence, leadership, and big-game performances. Yet, even prodigies have room to grow. Bellingham can still refine certain areas: his finishing, his leadership under intense pressure, and maintaining unwavering consistency across all competitions. Mastering these elements could elevate him from a world-class talent to a generational icon. Beyond the pitch, global recognition is already rising. With performances of this caliber, he is set not just to dominate football headlines, but to become a brand in his own right, a symbol of Real Madrid's next era. Career trajectory looks promising. Bellingham is poised to become an indispensable player at the Bernabéu, central to both tactical schemes and team spirit. Future milestones are within reach: Champions League glory, domestic domination, and even Ballon d'Or contention. The tools are in place, the talent is undeniable, and the stage is set for greatness. Talent? Undeniable. Achievements? Already impressive. Influence? Tremendous for a player so young. Future potential? Sky high. Jude Bellingham has all the makings of a Real Madrid midfield legend, a player who could carry the club's legacy forward while carving out his own place in football history. Now it's over to you. Do you believe Bellingham can become Real Madrid's next midfield legend? Comment below and let us know, because the story of his rise is just beginning, and the world is watching every move.